Good morning students, welcome. In today's video, we are going to start the fourth chapter of the economics, which is laws of production. Laws of the production. It means in a business organization, if you want to get more and more benefit of the production, which laws helps you to produce more qualitative goods and which production will give you the more benefit. In that, on the page number 72, there is an introduction of the laws of the production is given. So, in traditional laws of production, things that helps in production were called factors of production. In the earlier time, whatever the factors which helps you in the production, that's called factors of the production. We all know there are mainly four factors of production are available. Factors of production. How many production factors are available in the market? So we know the first is land, labor, third is capital, and these four production factors are available in the market, but now they are known as inputs. Earlier, these old factors are known as production factor, but now the time change and these old things are known as input. That means the use of services provided by law, labor, capital and entrepreneur on the process of production. The production that is made by the use of input is called output. And whatever the production or whatever the final product available to you after using these four factors of the production, that is called the output. It means whatever the source you use to input, that is input, and whatever the product you will get after the input, that is called the output. The law of production is connected with coordination of various inputs in the circumstances of given technology of production undertaken. In the law of production, the concept of production function is very important. In the law of the production, there is a concept of production is very important. So let's see what is the production function. As we all know, in the production function, mainly these four things are connected with each other and they known as input. After using the technology and after making process of the input, whatever product you will get, that is called the output. So let's start. What is the production function? The second thing is production function. In that, the meaning of production function, the technological relationship between input and output is known as production function. The technological relationship between inputs and output, that is called the production function. It means how you can process on the inputs, how you will use your technology, and amongst the technology, how you will get the best benefit from the technological as well as from mechanical point of view, that is called the production function. In short, production function means when you are starting production, you have number of alternatives available to you. From that number of alternatives, the best alternative chosen by you, and how you choose any particular things or how you will choose the alternative. This choice is purely based on the benefits which given by the alternative. Say for example, if you have number of alternatives, say for example, if you have two alternatives available to you, amongst these two alternatives, which alternative is chosen the alternative or the choice which gives you the more benefit, that alternative or that things will be chosen by you. Say for example, if the alternative one is gives you the more benefit, say for example the cost of alternative one or the choice one is 500 rupees and the cost of alternative 2 is 550 rupees. At that time the alternative 1 gives you the more benefit because it consumes 50 rupees more in the cost. If you will choose this, if you will do this process, this is called the production function. After that, in other words, it can be said that fractional relationship, there is given fractional relationship, there must be functional relationship. ત્રીજી લાઈન ની અંદર ત્યાં ફ્રેક્શનલ આપેલું છે, એ ફ્રેક્શનલ ને ઇરેઝ કરી અને ત્યાં જે છે એ ફંક્શનલ રિલેશન કરવાનું છે. In other words, it can be said that functional relationship between inputs and output of a firm is called production function. It means ये functional relationship છે, if there is any functional relationship between input and output, that is called the production function. It means what is the function and how that function relates with your inputs and outputs. What is the relationship between the input and what is the relationship between output of your business organization processes? That is called the production function. The meaning of production function can be given as follows. The production function, there is again given fraction, again there is a spelling mistake, there must be function यहाँ पर सुधारी देજો. The production function is mathematical relationship describing the way in which the quantity of a particular product depends upon the quantities of particular inputs used. It means how many inputs you use to produce anything, how that inputs will give you the result, that is the production function. It means say for example, if you want to produce anything, you have number of alternatives available. For example, you have 5 alternatives available to produce anything. First of all, you have to see all the factors related to the all 5 alternatives. You will see each and every aspect of the 5 alternatives available to you. Amongst them, you will choose which is the best, which is the most beneficial for you. This is called the production function. Here the example is given. The quality and quantity of goods depend on the quantity and quality of inputs used for production. So your quality of the goods is purely dependent on the quality of inputs you added in the process. Say for example, whenever you are going to market, there is a same things available in the market which has 2 prices. Say for example, if you are going to purchase some vegetables, if you are going to one vendor, there is a price of the same commodity is different than the other vendor. Why? The price of the both the vendors are different. કોઈ બે વેપારી પાસે જે છે એ એની કિંમત શું કામ અલગ હોય છે? Because the inputs which is used by the both the processor or both the manufacturer has different. That's why the price of that commodity or the price of the both the vendor is different. The quality is purely dependent on inputs you used in the process. Example given, if the limestone are used in as inputs, here your input, what is your input? Your input is limestone. Inputs to produce 2 ton cement. Yes, input is limestone, and your product is. From this example, you can get more idea about the inputs and outputs. Say for example, your input is limestone. ગુજરાતીમાં છે ને કડી ચૂના તરીકે આપણે ઓળખીએ છીએ. And your output is the same. Say for example, Now if 2 ton limestone are used, if the 2 ton limestone are used, at that time 4 ton cement can be produced. 4 ton cement can be produced. Now here limestone are inputs and their quantity affects the quality of the production. If the quantity of limestone is changed, the quantity of cement also changes. Say for example, in this same example, if you are adding in the inputs, say for example, if you use 4 ton limestone, at that time your cement, your output will increase. If you use more limestone in your production process, you will get more and more benefit, and this is continuously increase. How you will add inputs in the process, as much as you can get the output. તમે જેટલા વધારે ઇનપુટ આપશો એટલી વધારે તમે જે છે મળશે. તો આ જે વસ્તુ છે, this is called the production function. There is nothing big thing about the production function. This is called the production function. Now the production function thus gives the idea regarding the quantity of production of combination of certain inputs is made. Whatever the inputs you are making in the any process, that is called the production function. Various combination of certain inputs can be made. Therefore, many different production functions can be possible. Out of this production function, such production function is chosen that can give maximum profit to the firm. Once the appropriate production function is found, it becomes very useful in taking decision regarding production for the firm. It means here you can see that when you use 2 inputs, at that time you get 4 output. You will increase more 2 in the input from 2 to 4. At that time you will get more benefit, that is the add output. As much as you can increase the inputs, as much as you will get the output. This is called the production function. Now the third is presentation, which is not important. You can see here, and from this diagram you can take example of the production function. Now nature, the next is given nature. From the point of view of nature, production functions are of two sides. The first is short-term production function and the long-term production function. Short-term production function. Short-term production is invariable from technical point of view. That is the reason why quantity of inputs used to make production in certain quantity remain fixed. In accounting sum, we have seen in the 12th standard there is some expenses which are fixed. Why that expenses are fixed? Because in the short term it is very hard and it is very risky to change all the machinery or all the proportion available to you. Say for example, in the short term you cannot change all the technology available in your business organization. હવે business organization માં technology short run માં change કરી શકો નહીં. So in the short run it is called the variable. So there is no changes occurs in the short term. However, this is a phenomenon based on principle, because in short term also, if output is to be increased, quantity of any one input is increased and the remaining are kept constant. It means if you want to achieve more benefit, if you want to increase in the input level in the short run, at that time you will get the more output. But in the short term, there is very less possibility that you can change your production level into very vast. This aspect of production function is known as law of variable proportion. There is also spelling mistake in the last thing, variable proportion. There is a mistake in the proportion spelling, proportional spelling નો mistake છે શું કરે હવે short term production function એટલે શું છે short term production function means in the short term you cannot change in the factors of the production. In the short term you cannot change your employees, you cannot change in the technology level of your business organization, you cannot change in the capital level or finance level in your business organization. If you want to achieve more output in the short term, for example, you have get a more order during the year and you want to increase your production. At that time, you can change in some factors of the production, and from that changing, you can get more benefit from the inputs, but you cannot make vast changes in the short term. If you want to make very big changes in your business organization, at that time you have to change in the long run. So let's see what is the long term production function. In long term production function, technical situation may change. In the long term production function, if you want to change in the technology, you can change. If you want to change whole the technology or whole the machinery available in the business organization, in the long run it is possible, but in the short run it is not possible to change whole the technological factor in your business organization. To increase or decrease output, the quantity of all inputs can be changed, and even with the technological factors you can change from the any of these factors. You can change you can change the external level of your capital, you can change your employees even, but it is not possible in the short run. If you want to change any aspect of any factors in your business organization in the long run, inputs and outputs change is possible. This aspect of production function is connected with the returns to scale. The changes in scales are advantages of economies of scale. Let's see what are the economies of the scale. Here you have given the first is nature. In that we have seen short run, after that long run, and in the long run there is a first type is given. Types. In that production function of proportionate returns. What is proportionate return? So, when the returns are available in proportion to inputs increase, this is called the law of proportionate returns. Proportionate return means when you increase your inputs and in the proportion of your increase, you will get the benefit of your inputs. That is called the proportionate. Say for example, if you are now using 5 inputs, from 5 inputs you are getting 5 output. If you are increase your inputs from 5 to 10, તમે જે ઇનપુટ જે છે 5 માંથી 10 કર્યા, if you are increasing your input into 5 to 10, and you also get output 5. This is input, this is output. So this is called the proportionate return. If you are increasing in the inputs and in the same level if you are getting output in the proportion level, that is called the proportionate returns. At this time production function is called the proportionate return production function. So this is the production function in the proportionate. After that the second is given production function of diminishing return. This is one of the most important concept in the economics. When the proportion of inputs used is high, but the output is less proportion to inputs used, it is called production function diminishing return. It means you are increasing your inputs more and you are getting output increment in the rest. That is called the diminishing return. Say for example, here you can take example. This is input and this is output. If your current production input is 5 and your output is 5, say for example, let's take same example further. After that, what is the diminishing return? Say for example, if you are increasing your input from 5 to 10 and you will get 8 output. Here हमने 5 માંથી 10 તમે કરતા હતા ઇનપુટ તો 5 માંથી 10 થઈ ગયું તો it means that is proportionate. In this example, your input, you are increasing your input from 5 to 10. So there is a possibility that this could be changed from 5 to 10, but this is not happen. If this increase from 5 to 8, this is called the diminishing return of the production function. The law that applies here is that of the law of diminishing return. This is called the diminishing return law. After that, production function of increasing return. The third is production function of increasing return. When the production of input is more than the proportion of inputs used, it is called the law of increasing return. It means when your inputs is more and the proportion is also more, that is called the increasing return. When the proportion of input is more than the proportion of inputs used, it is called the law of increasing return. The production function is called production of increasing return when your proportion of inputs is more than the proportion of inputs used. Whatever you are used in the past, whatever you are using your input, and that is more in the proportion of your current input, that is called the increasing return. Now there is one example is given. Now let us examine the mathematical form of all three production function. Here production function is given P is equals to A, B, C, D and E. Here P is your output, P is your production, and to get P production you have 5 inputs A, B, C, D and E. It means in the production process you are using 5 inputs, and after using 5 inputs you get the P level of production. Here production function is given below. P is equals to F A, B, C, D, E. A, B, C, D and A. Now let us examine production function with a proportionate return. If all the 5 points inputs A, B, C, D, E increasing up to n, and output also there is increasing up to n, thus production functions can be right as follows. It means you have to, this is your current production, and after that if you are using something or if you are adding in the production function something, that is NP, the output is NA, NB, NC. It means after doing inputs you are adding some inputs to get more benefit. Say for example, if your production level is a 5 output in right now, if you want to get more output at that time you must add something in your production process. So to get more benefit, you are adding in the input of the every factors of the production. This kind of production function is a linear and homogeneous production function. It means you are adding in each and every factors of the production. So this is the homogeneous એટલે કે એક સરખું, linear એટલે કે એક જ લાઈનમાં તમે જે એડ કરેલું છે એ linear અને homogeneous છે સરખું છે. It is also called homogeneous production function. First degree it can be written as follows. If we are adding these things, what will happen? What is the result? Here you have if n z e this is your production after adding something. If z is greater than 1, it is a proportionate returns production function. It means if you are adding something in your current product and if your production is greater than 1, if we have seen in the time, if your production, if your z is greater than 1, if your output or if your final result is greater than 1, it means it is a proportionate return production function. Say for example, if you are using, if your current is 5, after adding something in the factors of the production, you are getting 5 increment in your output, that it is the equals to 1. 5 is equals to, it is equals to 1. When z is equals to 1, this is called the proportionate returns. But if you are increasing 5 inputs in every, say for example, n is equals to 5, and after that if you are getting less than 5 output at that time, say for example, if your inputs is 5 and you are getting less, say for example this is 3, you are getting 3 output from the 5 inputs, this is called the diminishing return. Z when z is less than 1. When you are making 5 inputs, you are adding 5 factors of the production in every inputs, and if you are getting 8 increment in the output, that is called the it is proportional production function of increasing return, that is called the increasing return. Z is greater than 1. So this is the production function. In the production function, basically we see the basic meaning of the production function. It means if you are want to achieve something in your production, if you are adding some content or if you are adding some inputs in your production function, how that inputs will affect on your output. This is the result of that increment or decrement of that output. In our next video we are going to see the another things related to the production function. Thank you.